and just drop it in there so we've got something. Cindy, do you have your script with you? Do you remember the questions, the pieces?
I do not have it with me. I was looking for it last night, and I think I actually have it in my office at work.
Gotcha.
I vaguely remember, though. I remember, the intro and stuff like that.
Okay. So I'll go first. You'll just be you'll be an expired listing, okay?
Okay.
I'll lead it, and then we can just run through it just to refresh your brain on how it all goes.
Okay, perfect.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey there, Cindy. This is Kat with the real estate team. Thank you so much for taking my call. I wanted to follow up with you. I saw that you had your house listed for a while ago, but it didn't sell. Is it still available?
Yes, it is.
Oh, excellent. And what was it that was making you want to sell?
I've decided I want to downsize.
Oh, wow, downsizing. Moving is a lot of work. What even put that on your radar?
Well, my kids are out of the house. I'm an empty nester, and I just thought I don't need this big of a house. So that's why I decided to put it on the market and downsize.
I see. Okay, so your kids are out of the house. You're an empty nester. So you're looking to downsize. Tell me more about what will that do for you to have a smaller house?
Well, definitely less maintenance, smaller yard, utility bills should be lower. So overall, it will help me out financially.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So now this might be an obvious question, but if you're able to have a smaller house, you've got utility bills or lower utility bills, less maintenance overall, how's that going to impact you overall? What will that mean for you?
It'll make my life easier, and it would free up more time for me to do other things like go visit friends or go shopping.
Right on. Yeah, I understand that. Okay, well, cool. Well, Cindy, let me ask you, what I'm hearing you say is that you're an empty nester, you want to get your kids have moved out, you want to downsize your house, lower the utility bills, lower all the maintenance things you need to do so that you can go shopping, so that you can hang out with your friends and live life. Now, is there anything else that's making you want to move?
Nope, that sums it up.
Awesome. Well, Cindy, let me ask you real quick. So I know you had your house listed before. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you're not super interested in making this happen now, and 10 being super hot, ready to go, where would you fall on that scale?
I would fall on an 8.
Okay. And what makes it that number?
Well, I feel like I'm ready to go. It's just finding the right agent. The last agent wasn't necessarily a good fit. And I noticed a small leak in my roof. I want to get that fixed.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, it sounds like you have a few things. So what would need to happen for your 8 to then be a 10?
Well, the first thing is I need to get that roof fixed, that leak. Secondly, I have to just find, a real estate agent that I'm comfortable with and that, will listen to me and not take over, let me have some say.
Ah, interesting. So so you mentioned that you had been working with a realtor and then you wanted to have some say in it. Are you working with anybody right now?
Oh no, I fired that agent. So I'm on my own.
Okay, all right. Well, what qualities are you looking for in an agent? You said somebody that would give you a say.
And definitely someone that will listen to what I'm looking for, my wants, my needs. I'd like my agent to return my calls or my texts at least. someone who's there for me and someone who can kind of like hold my hand through the process, because I'm clueless and my last agent was just not available.
Yeah. Wow, Cindy, I'm sorry you had to go through all of that. So you mentioned that you have a few things to do, like get the roof leak fixed in your house. What time frame? What's your ideal time frame for being able to move out, to downsize, to find that house, to be in your new place?
Well, what I'm thinking is if I could find an agent sooner rather than later, perhaps that agent has some recommendations for roofers that could help. And then once that leak is repaired, then it's ready to go on the market. I would be more than willing to put it on the market as soon as possible.
Well, awesome. And Cindy, I saw that the address of your house is right over at 123 Main Street. It's 3 beds, 2 baths. Uh, is there anything else that would be a unique feature about your house?
Well, my house does have a sunroom, a three season room. The basement is partially finished. There's carpet, there's drywall. We had a TV down there, some couches. I also have a laundry on the main level. So I think those are all really good selling points.
Awesome. Okay. Well, Cindy, you know what? I am so glad that you are talking to me. I'm glad that we are in touch today, because one of the strengths that I have is, I do really care about the things that you are looking for in a house. And, as you know, I do know the market pretty well. I will return all of your calls and texts and make sure that you are in the best hands. What we'll do is I want to actually stop by and help you get maybe talk about some of the features of your home and figure out what happened the last time you had it listed, and see if we can maybe avoid those things in the future. Cindy, is it better to are you available Tuesday at 2, or is Wednesday at 4 better for you?
Wednesday at 4 would be better for me.
Excellent. And
So would you come out to my house?
yeah, I'll come out to your
Okay.
house, and what I'll do is we'll talk a little bit about what maybe made your house not sell the first time, and the things that you were upset about with your agent, and see if maybe it would help if I were to come over there and tell you my marketing plan. Now, Cindy, do you use text messaging?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So when we hang up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to text you all the information for our appointment and give you the date, the time, so you'll have my information as well. And Cindy, I'm going to go ahead and save this spot Wednesday at 4 for you. And so is there going to be anything that you can think of that would prevent you from keeping this appointment?
No, nothing that I can think of, but I do have a question.
Yeah.
Can you recommend a roofer, or do you know anybody?
You know what? I do actually, because we work in real estate. We have a list of trusted people. I can send that list over to you. Is email or texting it better for you?
Oh, go ahead and text it over. Thank you so much.
Okay, and I guess I'm talking to you on the phone, so I don't need to talk about your phone number. Great. So what I'll do, Cindy, is I will see you Wednesday at whatever time we said, 4 o'clock. And
Yes. Excuse me. Yes, 4 o'clock.
And even before that, I have a packet that I want to send over to you, just to introduce myself, to give you a little bit of information about my team. So I will be able to drop that off to you. So it's 8 in the morning now. Are you going to be around about 2 o'clock today?
No, I'm not going to be available until after 5.
Okay, great. What I'll do is I will just leave it on the doorstep, and then when you get home, you can take a look at that, okay? Can you let me know, send me a text back when you see the package?
If it's easier for you, you could just drop it in the mail. That way you don't have to make, a run out here to my house.
Okay. Yeah. So I have a runner that will be out and around there. I want to make sure that you get it so that you're comfortable for our appointment.
Oh, okay. I
You have
didn't
time.
want to I didn't want to inconvenience you because I'm sure you're a very busy agent. And are you also going to include a CMA with the information that you're dropping off?
The information I will be dropping off will be mostly about our team, the marketing plan we do, and I am going to actually go over a few things because, the valuation of your home is unique and it really has to do with what you want in the timeline that you're on. So we'll be talking about the price when we do get together. I'm sure you've been looking online at what other houses are selling.
Actually, no, I haven't been because, like I said, I've got this leak and I've, kind of just put it on the back burner. It's on the house until I get that fixed. So,
Okay. Well, great. So Cindy, today is Monday. We will be meeting Wednesday afternoon. I should be able to, I need to take a look at all of those things. I will give you the seller packet. And as soon as we get off of the phone, I will go ahead and send you that confirmation text message. Okay.
okay, that sounds really nice. Perfect.
Excellent. All right, Cindy, I will see you Wednesday at 4.
Okay, I'll see you then. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Click. And as soon as I get off the phone with you, I'm going to type in your number, send that text right away, enter it in my calendar, and then send you a quick 10-second video message. Hey, Cindy, this is Kat. Looking forward to meeting you on Wednesday. Just wanted to put a face with the name. Send.
I like that you're doing the little video. I didn't even think to do that.
Yeah. All right. So how did you feel going through that? Were there anything that you want to give feedback on? Or Chris? Chris has just arrived. Hi, Chris.
Hello.
Does anybody have any reflections on how that went? Do you wish you had heard something?
For me, there is one part of the script that when I say it, I don't know, it just feels kind of forced. Some of the questions in the beginning, like, well, how would that help you if blank, blank, blank? And I know this may be a silly question, but sometimes when I say those, it just feels kind of forced because I've practiced with other agents in my office and they're like, no, you need to be a little bit more genuine. You sound very rehearsed.
Right. And I do agree with being genuine. So, and I think you have to read the situation and put the things in, I don't want to say in your words, but in your context. So you're still asking 2 or 3 questions deep about their motivation because you need to gauge where they are in their drive to actually take action, right? Because as we all know, buying or selling a house, there's a lot of paperwork, there's a lot of things that go through it. So we need to make sure that they have that drive. So that's the section to really have them convince you of what they're, that they will actually go there. So you just want to, casually have questions and find out a little bit more about their background. So whatever you want to do, and the script has opening phrases that are open-ended questions to give them more space to talk. What will that do for you? What will that mean for you? How will that impact you? So it's just,
Yeah.
if you can think of other questions like, oh my gosh, well, what's taking you up to Indiana? Oh,
Okay.
wow, your kids have moved out. What are they doing now? Anything that you can do to ask 3 questions about their motivation is what, you need to really dig into.
Yeah, well, I made the mistake of we're with KV Core now, our brokerage, and
Mm-hmm.
every day they send 10 leads.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was in the beginning making the mistake thinking that these were expired leads. And, I started out with, I'm so and so, thank you for taking my call, blah, blah. And then I said, so I noticed your house was on the market a while ago. Are you still interested in, selling it? And most of the time the people were like, we just bought this house, or no, we do not have our house on the market. So my leads from KV Court have been very, very unproductive. I
Oh,
mean, horrible. So I think I need to go back to,
so we need to change your opener rather than changing the script. So just instead of saying, is my house still available? Then you need to, where are the leads coming from?
they're coming from KV Core. I don't know exactly where KV Core is getting them, but most of the time I either get an answering machine, sometimes I get a fax machine. When I do get someone that answers, a lot of the times they have either just sold their house or they have no intention of selling their house.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been very difficult.
Okay,
With those
let's chat a little bit more about that this afternoon, because I think I have you on the calendar at 1:00. Is that right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, awesome. Well, Chris, I know that this is your first script practice, and I want to go ahead and wrap it up. But Chris, can you give one reflection or one thing you take away from this conversation?
So the after the questions y'all were just talking about, with the genuine, being genuine and stuff, I think that was my same concern, is just not coming out like, sounding like a robot that's just asking these questions just to dig in. I feel like I called the gentleman just yesterday as I was driving by his property. He was putting out a sign, a for sale by owner sign.
Mm-hmm.
And so I gave him a call the day after. So I think I saw it on Friday. So I called him. I guess 2 days later, called him Sunday and just said, hey, hey, how you doing, sir? My name's Chris. I saw your property. But prior to even calling him, I looked him up on Realist, just to look at the property, get his name, try to figure out, a little information about him. And when I called him up, I was like, hey, how you doing, sir? My name's Chris Brown. I'm a realtor with Remax Bayside. And I see that you just posted a sign out that you're selling your property. And I just wanted to see if I could have an opportunity to work with you and see why you are choosing to sell it yourself and not working with an agent. And so we talked for a good like 10 minutes and 15 minutes, but we kind of got off sidebar because he was a vet, and we started speaking on that. And it was just kind of like a one-to-one thing, but it was but just being able to talk to him and not have to feel so rehearsed felt a lot better, and felt like I was actually speaking to him to provide him a service, not just to make him a number in my recall roster.
Right. Yeah. So being a person is very, very important. Were you able to set the appointment with him?
His wife is a realtor, so that's why they're doing it for sale by owner.
Okay. All right. Okay. Excellent. Well, that's a very good thing that you are realizing that you feel like you want to be a person, and absolutely stay a person. And at the same time, because theoretically, because we should be talking to a lot of people, we should be having genuine conversations, offering to help, and as well leading the conversations so that we're not getting in the friend zone, but we're staying in the professional zone so that we can help them. Because if we get too close to be friends, and one of my mistakes in the very beginning was becoming friends with everybody, then they no longer have you as that professional, but it is very important, Chris, to have that connection with, you know, the vet and the military, to stay that leader in the conversation that is offering value and moving them along the process, because that in itself is going to set up a lot of trust. You know, being very personable, and then also saying, oh, well, excellent. Well, you know what? It sounds like this piece might be missing with your, you know, whatever their process is, whatever you guys talked about. And I'd love to give you that value, so that you're the
Yes, ma'am.
natural solution when they get tired of all the agents calling them, or all of the people calling them at dinner time, or they don't, or they have enough buyers that the contract falls through.
Yes, ma'am. And so just on that, just to try to understand a little more. So I get, maybe it's just a hard time I have. Like, you know, like I said, I was in the military, and I prided myself on my professionalism, but at the same time, the Marine Corps is small, you know. So as you know, normally, depending on your rank, you're only supposed to hang out with certain people. But I told my Marines would come over to my house. You know, when they came over to my house and would hang out, drink, barbecue, whatever. You're not calling me, you know, Sergeant. You know, we're gonna have a drink. You're gonna call me Brown, and we're just gonna relax. You know, there's a time to be professional. There's a time to be, you know, human beings, um, and I believe that's the key to, well, was the key to my success in the military, and I believe that's also the reason why, you know, people still look to me today. You know, I still have Marines that reach out to me from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so I understand what you know about being professional, but I feel like if you show people your value as a professional, even though you're their friend, they're always gonna think, oh yeah, no, my buddy Chris, he's hey, if I'm gonna refer somebody for real estate, I'm gonna refer him to Chris, because I know Chris is gonna take care of him, because
Yeah.
he's gonna look out for him like he did me.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You do. There, you know, and it has to do with the way that you approach it. You're right. You can be very friendly, and you know, there's two sides. There's like two sides to you, because at some point in a transaction, things sometimes will get a little hairy, and they need to know that they can trust you, as well as you're a person, and that you do care for them, and that you're their friend. So there's a lot of, you know, there's like a dichotomy of things going on. And yes, they're not just a number, they are a person as well.
Yes, ma'am.
So right, it's a framework, and yes, still continue to be your person. And if you find your own voice, your own way, then that's great. Cool.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, guys. Let's do this again on Thursday. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here.
All
right.
right.
I'll see you later, Cindy. And Chris, I will talk to you soon.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good one.
All righty. Bye-bye, guys. Have a great week.